Okay, now let's proceed to the situation in the Philippines as shown in the Noli. So, Noli after its publication. So, the writing of Rizal had tremendous effect to the Filipino, especially Noli Me Tangere, in which Rizal courageously criticized Philippine life during the 19th century. So, the publication of Noli Me Tangere had a powerful impact on the Filipino people. In this novel, Jose Rizal bravely exposed the real conditions of the Philippine society during the 19th century under the Spanish rule. So through the story and its characters, he revealed corruption, abuse of authority, and societal injustice experienced by the Filipinos. So because of this, the novels awakened the awareness of many Filipinos about the realities happening in their country. So this awareness leads us to the next point, the themes of the novel, which focuses on the different societal issues during the Spanish colonial period. Building on Rizal's criticism of society, the themes of Noli Me Tangere centered on the major problems faced by the Filipinos during the Spanish colonization. So these issues include inequality, oppression, abuse of power by friars and government officials, and lack of justice for the Filipino people. By presenting these social realities, in the story or of the Noli Me Tangere, Rizal allowed readers to clearly see the struggles of the country at that time. So because of these problems were highlighted in the novel, Rizal was able to directly challenge the unfair practices of the colonial system. Through the novel, Rizal boldly spoke out against unjust Spanish colonial exploitation and agitated for political and social reform. So because of the social issues he presented, Jose Rizal used the novel as a platform to speak out against the exploitation and injustice committed by the Spanish authority. His goal was not to simply to criticize but to encourage political and social reforms in the Philippines. So Rizal believed that through education, awareness, and reforms in the government and also the church, society could improve. However, despite his intention to promote peaceful change, the influence of the novel created a much stronger reaction among the Filipino people. Ironically, this work strongly warned against rebellion to Spanish, but it triggered off the first nationalist uprising in Asia. Although Rizal promoted reforms and warned against rebellion, the ideas presented in the Noli Me Tangere awakened a strong sense of nationalism among the Filipinos. So, as people began to understand the injustice happening in the society, many started to desire freedom and equality. So, this growing awareness contributed to the rise of nationalist movements and eventually inspired revolutionary actions against Spanish rule. Because of this impact, Rizal's work became very important not only in literature but also in political thought. Rizal's novels are more meaningful on the studies of political satires for the reform propaganda. Because of the way Rizal criticized society through storytelling, his novels are often studied as example of political satire used for reform propaganda. Through fictional characters and events, Jose Rizal was able to expose the corruption and abuse of colonial authorities while encouraging Filipinos to reflect on their situation. His writings became a powerful tool for spreading reformist ideas and awakening national consciousness. So ultimately, these works also reflected Rizal's deeper purpose in writing the novel. Rizal wrote the free the human spirit for deterioration as depicted in the historical situation from 1877 to 1887. In the end, Rizal wrote Noli Me Tangere with the intention of freeing the human spirit from moral and social deterioration that he observed in the Philippine society during the year 1877 to 1887. Through his writing, Jose Rizal wanted the Filipinos to become aware of their conditions, value their dignity, and strive for better society. His novel was not only a criticism for of the past, but also a call for awakening, reform, and national progress.